typical body of a jungle. The game for Cincinnati. That's so typical. Please don't more this. So typical. Don't want to talk about it.
The onset of fall weather, certainly a welcome occurrence for folks in Silicon Valley, and we've got football on a gorgeous day here in Santa Clara as we are situated at Levi's Stadium. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the San Francisco 49ers.
Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Oh, good-looking return set up here. He's past the 30. He will score. Touchdown, 49ers. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for a team who just scored, their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
On one, right? Here we go.
Burrow going to get this out to Chase. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
It's early, but announcer cliche alert here. Big players make big plays. Should I say in big games, too? What the heck. And this defense, they're going to have to find some way to slow him down as this game goes on.
Here we go.
Because when this combination is going good, they can tear your secondary apart.
Now Brown, he lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. You look at this Niner defense. They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of. Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Here we go, here we go.
Running right, here's Brown. And he stopped immediately there. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
Can.
Now it's Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 15-yard line. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
180.
And Chase will go in motion left. Burrow will throw. Connecting on the out route here with Higgins. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Now Burrow. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals march it right down the field on their opening drive to take the early lead. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Yeah, they can talk all they want about putting a loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed, and this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently, and whatever they said appears to have worked. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run. Here's the rookie out of Clemson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Purdy now to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Watkins. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. The Niners are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice. His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw, Purdy. And he holds it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. From 4 yards out. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is Turner. Sent to return it. Here's Turner. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bengals drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now he's going to step up and run. He will find his man Chase complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On 2, ready? 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Here we go, here we go.
This is Brown going up the middle. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Burrow. Here's Higgins out of the right side. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
12. Here we go.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Hey, can.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Over the middle here to Brown. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 27-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
On 1, ready? Here we go, here we go.
To the air again, Burrow. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Second and 10.
Gun. Dot. Ready. 11 MT. 11 MT. 11 MT. Take. 11. Dot.
Burrow looking to pass. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
They only needed 1 yard on third down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
On first and 10, it's Bigsby.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal.
Get set. 180.
Now receiver in motion left. Now it's Burrow. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
Michael Williams.
Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Here we go.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Third and goal. Burrow. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Michael Williams.
2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up fourth down.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 32-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
9 yards to go.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Yellow. 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 Yellow.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Watch out. Yellow. Yellow.
Purdy. Open man, the former Gator. It's Ricky Pearsall.
And he's going to have the Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, play the zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. They go play action here. Purdy. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So on 4th down, out is Ryan Rico to punt. This is taken around the 12. And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Here we go, here we go.
And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got Bialski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's...
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown, 49ers. A great play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond. It's not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
In motion left is Higgins.
Big 13.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
That'll give him 8 that time. And that'll bring up a second down in just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
Throwing here, Purdy. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Get set, get set.
Now Purdy. That is caught. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Purdy sets up to throw again.
Down that right side, it's McCaffrey. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
The 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 15-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And the Niners are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
James.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Outside. 18. Watch out. Yellow.
Here's Purdy.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Touchdown. Jordan Watkins.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now it's Burrow. This is Fant on the short completion. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Looking deep here for Chase. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They go play action with Burrow. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down.
He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise him with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a 1st down. Gotta love that efficiency.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Burrow throw. And it's caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
11, here we go.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now 2nd and 5.
11. Here we go.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now, but they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Just to pick up a 3, but that is indeed enough.
1st down. A gain of 3 on the play. 1st down.
Here we go.
Now a give, left side, Brown with it. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Burrow. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
Right 80.
Now back to throw. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
That was a heck of an effort to stop him just short of the marker, but now they're going to need another big play on fourth down on defense, I believe, because offensively, they went from 3rd and long to now it's a go situation here on 4th and inches.
Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short.
Right 80.
Burrow going to keep it on the sneak.
They only get a hard-fought yard, but that's all they needed. It pays off the decision to go for it, 1st and goal.
Well, you just totally get the sense there that a field goal was not in the game plan at all.
And the boys up front, they created the surge. I think they knew that they had the leverage advantage.
Oh, that's a great point there. Being able to get lower than the defensive front, create just enough space. And I love when those quarterbacks get low and slide in there and get it done.
Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal. An inside give, Brown. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
This is a tough situation offensively because down 3 scores, the field goal kicker's not even going to come into play here. As an offensive play caller, though, you know you have to take chances. This is a time to get creative.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Basically, you're not going to outwork 2 guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else with the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Right 80.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Bengals.
Chris Godwin.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
At their own 32-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. A big play there. 68 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their 35-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game, but I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware that they can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow.
Got a man open. It's Chase.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Burrow to his old LSU teammate Chase for a Bengal first.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Bengals.
Gun.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught with the ground. There we go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 2nd down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow.
Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Again, it's Burrow. And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
It's 2nd and 8.
Outside. 18. Watch out.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This is 2nd and 8.
Get set. Get set. Up.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pendleton flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Purdy now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6.
Back to throw, Purdy. We'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Get set. Get set. 18. Watch out. Up.
They'll run on first down. Pendleton. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down at 4 now.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Get set. Get set. 18.
Purdy will set up to throw it here.
This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. They'll try and run for it. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule. If someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of it. That's just who they are.
And it's going to be a nice pickup, but he also takes a pretty good lick at the end of that one.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Burrow looking to pass. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On one, ready?
The offense on 3rd down tonight. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line.
6 yards. And the Bengals first down. Again, 26 yards.
Now they go play action now. Burrow.
First down.
He's got his man on the crossing route. This is Higgins.
Hey, we got to keep scoring. 11 mighty. 11 mighty.
First down.
Scott.
From midfield now, Burrow.
Now he'll tuck this and run.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
First down, Cincinnati.
Here we go.
To the air again, Burrow.
Right back to Chris Godwin.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25.
11.
Good for Bengals. First down.
Now it's Burrow.
Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
4 yards.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or really something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Here we go. Right, 80, 12. Stop.
Bigsby will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here.
The Bengals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They're going to try and run.
And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
Niners 35, Bengals 23.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. Oh, the Bengals look like they got it back. They did. Bengal football. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They're in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now.
Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Here we go. Stop.
Here's Burrow. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down.
12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more.
Here we go.
They need only about the length of the football here on second down.
11.
Now Burrow changing the look.
It's second and inches at the Niners.
11.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Burrow. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
It hasn't been the cleanest game for him, but there was a sign of improvement as he looks towards the next one. Nice bit of scrambling to move the sticks, and even more importantly, he didn't risk adding another interception to his ledger.
Now it's Burrow. He'll look underneath and finds Brown. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
He took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, right, and running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me, that's like the version of a dirty pass. He knows he's going to get smacked, yet still delivers the football and picks up good yardage.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This crowd doing all they can. Here's third and goal.
Here we go. 12. Can. 11.
Brown.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Here's a big one. It's fourth and goal.
Here we go. 180. 11. MT. Take.
Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on fourth and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all three timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Purdy. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Niners first down, and that ought to be the one that seals the victory. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. So the victory here for San Francisco. Frisco. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense.